Capturing Kids' Hearts has allowed for us to have a standard set of expectations, to hold not only our students but to hold each other accountable. The Capturing Kids' Hearts has allowed us to change the culture so that it is one of accountability, respect, dignity, that students know and understand what they're going to be responsible for. Well, the focus on Capturing Kids' Hearts is that you can't really start to focus on the academics until you've built a trusting relationships with your students. And we have really taken that to the next level in regards to not only community involvement, but the response from parents. I've had parents who've come to me and said, Scott, I can't believe the change that my daughter's gone through. She's so much more confident. She is articulate.
It's now about what can we do to serve the needs of our students, and it's a real collaborative approach that our teachers are taking, not only to serve the needs of our students, but how can we work together to do that in a team approach.
The Capturing Kids' Hearts process has given us a common language, a foundation for not only behavior, but academic achievement and expectations in our community. Capturing Kids' Hearts has really made a difference, not only in the culture and in the climate in our schools, but I think in the expectations that the students have, not only for themselves, but for their classmates.
Well, in school, there's definitely a good word for it is more togetherness. Everyone talks to each other more, and you notice people introducing themselves to one another, and people have better connections with their teachers now, and there's still room for improvement, but we've come so far in just a few years, and everyone is stepping out of their comfort zones and trying new things and just becoming leaders.
Capturing Kids' Hearts has made a huge, significant difference in our school. Like, it's a more calm place to be now. I mean, it wasn't like hectic or anything, but it's like people are together. Like Kaylee said before, people are more together. Everybody talks to everybody, everybody engages with their handshakes with everybody, and makes it a more fun place to be, instead of worrying about, if somebody don't like you or nothing. But
with students, it's so much easier for me to make new friends now, and I can say hi to anyone, and I've learned new values about myself, so we can make connections with each other, and I'm less judgmental, so everyone is the same, and it's just the values that I've learned have grown and grown, and I have better relationships with teachers and students alike, and teachers, I can talk to them if I need help, and I'm not shy about that anymore, so the relationships have definitely gotten better.
My teachers and I should say, are really close. Like when I introduce myself to a teacher, it usually, I make my first impression is, worth it. So
the one thing I can see is it's now a place that's about kids. It's a place where kids not only feel safe in their environment, physically safe, but there is some emotional safety that's now been developed for those kids to get to know each other, not only for our students, but for our staff as well. We've given them some tools to use to engage students, to explore the needs of our students, and really start to develop those relationships.
Discipline numbers are way down. We're spending less time on discipline and more time on achieving academic excellence, and that's what schools should be doing.
I think what has led to that is teachers are now exploring the causes of the things that go on in classrooms, the root of the situation, and when you can explore the needs of the students and you can really find out where these students are coming from, you can really address those at a more personal level.
The focus on Capturing Kids' Hearts was to create positive relationships between our adults and our students, and to have our students exist and learn in a self-managing group. They don't require an adult to be there to monitor their behavior. But one of the things that we've also seen is that our student discipline numbers are way down. Kids are accepting the process, they're embracing the process. Instead of telling kids what to do, we're now asking them, what are you supposed to be doing? And through that process, the kids are holding each other accountable.
I see kids are more goal-oriented. They have a plan for themselves. They see themselves doing something beyond high school. I also see kids talking more about how they're doing in class. And when kids start to talk about that, it becomes important to them. And so that's what I see a lot with our students, really making school a priority. And when you feel an emotional safety at a place, you're excited about coming back. And so that leads to academic success as well. When you have that focus and that vision, that common vision of academic success, but when it becomes about the students and what we can do to serve their needs, and can we work together to come up with a different way of teaching and learning, and this becomes much more powerful.
There's no question that in Kentwood Public Schools that we have made quite a financial commitment to the Capturing Kids' Hearts process. And you know, we've spent well over $500,000 in training staff, administrators, and board members. The question really comes up is, how can we afford not to do this? Yes, it's been an expense. We've put a great deal of effort and finances into the training and the professional development. I think the results speak for themselves.